Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So, you've probably already seen this video, Texas.born2 on TikTok, where a white female realizes that, hey, you are the DEI hire. It was you. See, I think a lot of them really thought because they were, next to their men that you were in Club in. But turns out you're not. A lot of them voted for Trump thinking, oh, yeah, DEI doesn't affect me. They thought they were in Club in. I think she thought she was in Club in because you had that complexion of skin. You thought you were in Club in. All the jobs that Biden created, don't forget DEI, the numbers have come out. Only 4% of those jobs have gone to melanated people. Only 4%. Where did the 96% go? Maybe she thought she was special. Well, I'm the most qualified. You thought you were protected. But looks like that little card for you on the Trump is being rejected. I can tell she's in utter shock. And it's interesting how when other people are going through the system that it is totally rigged. If you cannot see it, I don't know what to tell you. Don't forget that video that I did from that movie, 99 Homes. America's built, who it decides who they're going to protect. The system is rigged. So maybe she thought she was all in the best qualified. I'm that girl. Yeah, right. Maybe a lot of them voted for Trump thinking, oh, the DEI, that's not going to affect me. See, Biden was your boy. Biden is the reason you had that job. All those jobs he created, it wasn't for the melanated. Because look who got most of the jobs. We got 4% of the jobs. Where did the 96% go? So this here, she's like, I just realized I've been the DEI hire. No kidding, Sherlock. Or as they say, no CHIT, I say chit. No chit, Sherlock. I just realized I've been the DEI hire. Has my career been a lie? I think maybe the career wasn't a lie because you got paid for it. I think your thinking process and you're thinking about your capability, that you were maybe the cream of the crop, maybe that was a delusional. I think the career wasn't a lie, but the process, what you thought about you and your talents, I think maybe that was delusional, a little bit. So a lot of them probably ran and voted for Trump, didn't realize Biden was the reason they had that job, didn't realize you were getting paid because you were the face of the DEI. The DEI was you. The DEI was you all along. Now you know. Let's go ahead and get to it. Wow. When reality sets in. So by Trump, by now the DEI being cut out, don't worry. All I can say is don't whine. Don't start to whine and cry. Listen, you just have to work harder. Just that's what my group is told. Stop complaining and stop whining. Maybe not the best qualified. You're just gonna have to work harder. Wow. So let's go ahead and get to the video. Very interesting.
So you know that I've been in the job market, right? I was up for 2 different jobs last week, and on Monday of this week, I found out that I didn't get either one. I was talking to my mom, who is a 60s hippie through and through, and she said DEI, and she kept saying DEI, DEI. And she said, if you don't find something in the next 6 months, you're going to have to move out of Texas and go somewhere where they still believe in DEI. And it didn't dawn on me what she was saying to me. All I could think of in that moment of sheer rejection from 2 different companies, all I could think about was that I was the rejection. I didn't understand what the fuck she was saying. And then my personal trainer and I just worked out, which is why my face is flushed. We do it over Zoom. She lives in Washington. And I said to her, I'm in a male-dominated industry. I'm usually the only woman in the room. And she goes, that's what your mom meant. You're the DEI hire. You were the DEI hire.
Girl.
My mom thinks I didn't get those 2 jobs because men got them. The job before that, the one in Houston, that was from like last month, a dude got that job. I don't know how to feel about this. I always felt like I had skills. I always felt like I had skills. That like I earned my place. Most women in my industry don't make it 20 fucking years like I have. Most women, the most that they make it to is 10 years. And then they bow the fuck out and find something else. And if you don't bow the fuck out after 10 years, the suicide rate of women in my industry jumps through the fucking roof. I thought I had skills. I thought I was outlasting. I thought, you want a dinosaur. We've been through it. We know what's going on. And I don't know why it didn't dawn on me that my whole career, I've just been a DEI hire because they needed to hire a woman. I was the only woman in the room because they needed to hire a woman. I don't know how to feel about this. So my whole career was a lie? Has my whole career been a fucking lie?
Calm down.
I really don't know how to feel about this.
Well, how do you feel? How would you feel about this when you see the non-melanated, I've seen this with my very own eyes, have a 4-year degree? Okay? 4-year degree. And they all get jobs immediately. And then when a melanated person comes along, you've got a master's degree. Oh, let me back up. So how would she feel if you see the non-melanated males with a 4-year degree and no experience all get hired by a major company? 4-year degree, no experience. They all get hired just like that. You come in as a melanated person, you have a master's degree and you've got experience. Oh yeah, a master's degree and experience, and they tell you you got to start in the mailroom. Huh? How do you think that person feels about that? Or let's try this, Queen DEI, for the DEI queens. How would you feel if you been doing your job and working, and then the melanated woman or man has to train the non-melanated who was working at the Waffle House, never had a corporate job in her life? Matter of fact, she told somebody she had to borrow the suit she wore for the interview. So how would you feel when you're training the person to do the job and then that person is put over you? How would you feel about that? Yeah, we're not talking about ending our lives. How would you feel about that? Huh? So this got you all up in a bunch because you were living, I think, a delusion. I think she was living a total delusion. You thought you were like, so it, girl, no. And it took you a while. And I'm looking at, I don't know what your career is, she didn't say, but it's like when your mother told you DEI, I don't see why you still didn't pick up on that. I'm just trying to understand why you didn't pick up on it. Your mom said DEI. You still didn't get it. Then your friend had to break it down to you. That's what your mom meant. Huh? You were the only woman. Huh? You're the only woman. They needed a woman. It was you. So it took you round two to get it? Girl, what's your career in? You didn't get it the first time when your mom tried to tell you? Again, a lot of them probably thought, oh, that's going to be for, for a PLC, for the melanated group, not me. And now you're realizing, no, it was about you. It's you.
And I don't know why it didn't dawn on me that my whole career, I've just been the DEI hire.
So it didn't dawn on you. So what? I'm assuming you consider yourself to be very smart. Why were you late to the party? You didn't get it the first time your mom told you? You didn't get it?
I thought I had skills. I thought I was outlasting. I thought, you want a dinosaur. We've been through it. We know what's going on. And I don't know why it didn't dawn on me that my whole career, I've just been a DEI hire because they needed to hire a woman. I was the only woman in the room because they needed to hire a woman. I don't know how to feel about this.
If this is rocking you, how to feel about this, I'm just going to say 2025 is going to be harsh to survive. If this is rocking you, you really could walk in my shoes and our shoes. I'm just being honest. If this is rocking you, you really could walk. How would she feel if she went for a job interview and you can be a college grad and they say no to you? You can't get to round two. But guess what? A young white male right out of high school, never had a job. Never had a job. He was right out of high school. His mama sent him up there. He gets to go to round two, and then he gets hired. I wonder, how would she feel about that? How would she feel if in her job, her career, how would she feel if she had to train someone? Okay? If she had to train someone, then the cutbacks are coming, and the one you train gets to stay. You, as in the melanated person, you have to leave. You want to let go. You train your replacement. It happens all the time. How would she feel about that? How would she feel about that? So she thought that she was the one. She was the dinosaur. Oh, the other girls, they leave, but oh no, not her. And that was just on job two. See, there is a system in place, and there is a system to guarantee who stays at the top. There is a system in place to, guess what? The reason that she feels this way, the system. There's a system in place to make you feel this way. Keep your morale up, or you're the one, you're the girl. You can do the job. You got it. There was a system in place to ensure that. It's been in place. So she probably thought DEI meant for people who didn't look like her, and now she's realizing it. Oh, boo, whoopity woo. The joke is on you. I want to bet you a lot of them probably voted for Trump, thinking that very same thing. They thought they were safe. And now look. So you thought the DEI was just maybe for somebody that didn't look like you? No, the DEI was for you. So if you don't know how to feel about this is minor compared to what other people go through. This is, I mean, you can't even walk in the park. So all I can say, don't give up. Don't complain. Don't whine. No, 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 no. Maybe you want the best candidate for the job is how they may see it. But pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Just keep on going. That's all anybody can do. Keep on going. Looks like to me, this girl got some straps and some boots. Use them. Whatever you do in life, you can't give up. Curveballs will come for everybody, some more than others. But this right here, what she's realizing, a lot of them are. Really quick, a friend of mine works with a company, and of course, with the DEI, they're phasing it out. So, of course, they had one manager who was a black man. They let him go. So, guess what happened? They let him go. A non-melanated lady, she was a manager too. Guess what? She thought she was safe. She same thing. She thought she was safe as a manager because she's thinking this, DEI. Well, that's him. At least I'm still here. She thought she was safe. Guess what? Someone went ahead and gave her the 411 and told her, "Hey, guess what? You're going to be gone too." She said, "What? You're going to be gone too." So guess what she did? To be slick, hey girl, not a bad move. So she then decides, okay, she tells her friend, I'm going to go ahead and take a leave, like a personal leave. So she's trying to stave off the fire and thinking, hey, once they let him go, they've already let him go, the black male manager. So she said she was going to go ahead and take a leave, thinking, hey, she's going to go ahead and kind of stave it off a little bit. And then maybe by then they'll kind of rethink things, and keep her. The same friend that told her that she was going to be getting it, she's on the list too, that she was going to be fired, giving her the heads up. And that's the one that she told that she was going to go ahead and take like a leave and be off a couple of weeks. And maybe by then it'll pass. The same friend that, what they said, one that brings the bong will take one too. But the same friend that gave her the heads up and she told her she was going to take that leave, the same friend went back to the job, the managers, and told them, oh yeah, she's taking a leave. She's hoping to go ahead and kind of, stave this off. Know what they told the friend? Oh, that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and let her go when she gets back. Gonna let her go when she gets back. And she's on a leave. Matter of fact, she was on vacation last week. Gonna extend the vacation. That tells me the confidence that she's thinking, oh, DEI, well, they let him go. They let Jerome go. But, I'm gonna take some time off. Taking a leave. She has no idea. No, it's business. There's not going to be any, well, she's been gone. Let's welcome her back. No, we can't do that. No. The word has been spoken that when she gets back, they're going to fire her just like that. Why? Don't believe the lies. Face reality. It's not what you think it is. The DEI hire, that's her as a white female. Trying to stave it off. So a lot of women, a lot of people are starting to realize that. Especially non-melanated women. You're starting to realize that, you thought it was only going to be people that didn't look like you. What can I say? Oh, boo, frickety woo. Now you know. Year 2025 is going to be challenging just trying to survive. So this, yep, looks like maybe her little special card, the maybe maybe what she thought she had a WS card or the complexion for the protection card looked like under the Trump administration is being declined. And this woman, I can see she's in sure shock to realize that she was the DEI hire. Traveling in your spaces, thinking, oh my, this right here, I'm the bomb, I can do this. You're the DEI hire. I'm the most qualified. You're the DEI hire. I can do it. I am. You're the DEI hire. What's that song? They're going to mix it with Biggie. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. Now you know. things aren't always as they seem. And I'm out.